This is Dan from Chasing the Missing Link, and we're going to do a little chicken prep. Smoker's going outside, so we're going to show you how to do a cut-ups. We want to start with chicken up. Let's do wings. Well, let's do wings first. Take a wing like you're going to break his arm. Cut in. Take the wing, you're going to break it. Then flip chicken over, you just want to score it. This is to make what we call eights. If you look at the chicken here, you'll feel a notch on both sides. And you can see the dark line along the back. So what you want to do is get from underneath, follow it, cut into the notch, peel, and take that leg off. Same thing with this side. You come in right on the side of the tail. I don't know, a little high there. Cut into that notch. Now you got the back. The back's easy. You got the oysters that you took, the notch where you cut in. I just want you to cut in and cut straight down. And the back's out. Okay, now we got our parts as soon as I split a breast, but I'm going to teach you, it's real easy to split a breast. Score the cartilage, split it, run your fingers down either side, and take the breastbone out. Now, instead of just cutting this in half, so we have half breast, we're going to bone it. Okay, we have the wishbone that runs right here. So, typically when you've done the breast, the wishbone's split. So you follow it to the shoulder, cut through, then use the tip of your knife to go down the side. You can fold this over so it's underneath, and I want you to cut right down on the bone. You get your finger in there and you peel. On this side, see the wishbone right here. Follow that bone, cut right through, then just use the tip of your knife. Fold that one under. And just cut right down on the bone. Then you just use your hand, peel it off. That way you get nice clean pieces. Chicken bones will be good for if you want to make a soup. Everything's clean here. If I want to make this skinless, because I'm going to do plenty of skin on chicken, you got a little filament here of the breastplate. So what you do is cut through to the skin. I cut a little fur and peel that out. You can trim it off and use the excess pieces for something else. Trim off that excess fat, and then you got a nice boneless, skinless chicken breast for a fajita or a kebab or whatever you want to do with it. Same thing with this side. You got two real nice boneless, skinless breasts. We'll show you how to work with parts too. Trim off the usable chicken and use that for fajitas later, which I got a recipe for that for you guys as well. Kids love fajitas. Put that over there. Those over here. Back in the bones. Now everybody has trouble doing chicken legs. You'll notice on a chicken leg, it's got this kind of almost like a line. If you cut inside that line, you'll go straight through every time. So you flip it over. You see the line right there. Just cut inside that line. Every time you'll go right through. There's no problem. And wings, if you want to do chicken wings, you notch them. I'm going to leave these whole, but you just cut right down the center there. I take the tips, I leave them for soup. Okay, that's basic 8s. Put this over here so I have room for my other chicken. Okay, now we typically want to barbecue a chicken either whole, but it's too hard to eat when you have the back in because there's a lot of bone, so you got to pull everything away. You can't just eat the chicken. So what we're going to do is leave this chicken pretty much intact, or I might quarter it. So what I'm going to do, same thing we did with the legs. Cut through. I always like to break that leg. It opens that joint up. Although, yeah, I'm okay. Then when you get to the back, let's do both sides first. Been a while since I've done this. There we go. So we got those legs just hanging. So we get to the back. Let's clean this up. You'll see your oysters right here. Same thing we did with the chicken breast. You want to do a little cut in, which is not working out for me today, and straight down. Same with this side. Oh, looks like parts were in there. Missed that. So now you got your chicken like this. Put your notch in it, split it. Take the breastbone out. Separate the wishbone. Now you got halves. Now if you want to do quarters, you split it. Now you got quarters. And we're going to go to the grill with these. I'm going to do a variety of dry spices. Nice thing about these is you don't have the backbone. Like this is considered a chicken leg, but if I left the back on it, it would be known as a leg quarter. Then you got your breast. You can pop the wing off if you want and just cook a bone-in breast. Cook it bone side down. These are huge, so they're going to take a little bit. These are big chicken breasts. And then the back, I usually collect all my backs and wing tips and boned out bones and put them in a container and save those for soup or chicken stock. I'll usually put them all together, boil them out. What meat, boil it in a colander. What meat falls out, you can take the meat and throw it back in the juice. That way all the bones will stay in the colander and you don't have to pick through all the bones.